And how about, what's the pheasant shooting season?
I don't know that either.
Very good, you see, you're not a top after all.
The loaf of bread question is a very interesting one, because when Margaret Thatcher first became Prime Minister, the loaf of bread was a price set by the government. Now it's not. And so you can buy fancy bread, you can buy disgusting black bread if you like.
I think this sort of modern word can be much abused and is often used to mean all things good. Look at this beautiful surroundings, which is old-fashioned, glorious English countryside. That's not modern, but it's great.
What greater pleasure can there be for a true-born Englishman or true-born Englishwoman to listen to our own national anthem? A national anthem for our whole country, for our whole United Kingdom, of which England is but a part, but an important part. And to listen to those words that link us to our sovereign, who is part of that chain that takes us back to our immemorial history.
People broadly speak the Queen's English.
It has to be said, Madam Deputy Speaker, that there are all sorts of old Italians. There are the great and the good. The greatest figures in the land, our Prime Minister himself is an old Italian, and he's one of the good lot. But we have at the other end the rogues gallery of old Italians, where Captain Hook stands proud along with people like Lord Lucan. You know exactly what I mean.
A man who drinks Dom Perignon 52 can't be all bad.
I'm not in favour of this New Age drippiness.
What New Age drippiness? What's wrong with being emotional?
I think the British did best when they applied a little starch to their upper lips.
And we certainly need an interpreter when this happens.
Hello, Bob. Had a good trip? Oh, all right.
All right. Except that he spent 2 days in the icy waters of the North Atlantic after being torpedoed on the way to Murmansk.
I used to live not a million miles from Slough with the aeroplanes going over, and I must confess they didn't prove too bothersome then.
Eton, was that?
That's absolutely right. I was at school with your son.
That was a brilliant thing. That's the best thing I've seen him take in a long time.
Let's get back to the important subject of Heathrow rather than mine, Henry Dimbleby's education. I'm sorry to say that I was young once. I wasn't very good at it, but I was at least technically. I was technically a youth at one point in my life.
Boris Johnson is a man who says women in burqas look like letterboxes, and Theresa May put a suicide jacket around Britain. That's fine with you, isn't it?
Well, as a suicide comment, I was slightly surprised the classical scholar that he is didn't say that it was like Socrates drinking hemlock, which may have been more genteel.
I am not a fish thrower.
I haven't become the BBC's special Downing Street correspondent.
Not yet.
I think that would be a wonderful job to have.
Well, except you have to be impartial and balanced, of course, Jacob.
Well, I am, unlike many people in BBC, but we'll let that go for a moment.
Let me conclude with the words of Her Majesty on her 21st birthday, when she said in South Africa, "I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of one great imperial family to which we all belong." Mr. Deputy Speaker, God save the Queen.